San Francisco is set to close its only safe parking site for homeless people living out of their vehicles in early 2025.
The Bayview Vehicle Triage Center opened 2 years ago, and since then it has run into expensive trouble. It's located in a parking lot at Candlestick Point. Amanda Harry has the story.
Dozens of people who live at the Bayview Vehicle Triage Center will soon have to find somewhere else to call home, and many don't know where they'll go.
I have no clue. I've been thinking about, I don't want to go do the street thing again where you go from street to street to street to street every night. It's just crazy. You get no sleep.
Charles Rawls has lived at the safe parking site for about a year. He was planning on being there temporarily until he was able to get his vehicle fixed, but it still hasn't happened. And he says he's not the only one who has been denied repairs.
They haven't fixed anybody's vehicle in there. It's supposed to be triage. We're supposed to bring our vehicles here, get them repaired, and then we're out on our own. Cool. But they don't repair anybody's. It just sits there broken and it gets worse because the rats get in them.
He says the experience has been tough.
When I first got here, we didn't have bathrooms, we didn't have nothing. It was crazy. They now put all this money into it, and then all of a sudden they say, oh, you're out of here in February. It's crazy.
Horrible, day after day. Something torturous, like a prison camp, treated very unfairly. And we're the bad people because we alerted the authorities.
A budget analysis report in 2023 estimates the cost per vehicle at the site to be about $140,000 per year. Despite that, city officials just managed to connect reliable power in October, nearly 3 years after opening.
They've tried to get in here multiple times.
Aaron Wilson says many of the people who live at the facility feel the city is closing the site partially because they have complained about the lack of basic necessities like ADA-compliant bathrooms and other facilities.
They like to retaliate if you tell on them. It's more like a prison mentality, where if you're a snitch, you're the lowest common denominator and you'll pay for it.
CBS Bay Area was not allowed on the grounds, which has 24/7 security. But one of the residents provided some video. Wilson says most of the people who live there are just trying to do the right thing.
We're the good homeless people, though. We're here in the shelter like we're supposed to be. We're not out on the street causing trouble and, defecating in the street.
Wilson doesn't have plans for what he will do if he's forced to leave. Residents believe they'll have to vacate the property by mid-February, but he's still hoping they can get more time.
What I think would be a good thing would be a lawyer to step forward, a pro bono lawyer, to give us a stay of execution on this. Because we're talking basically 60 to 70 days here that we all have to be gone. It's just not enough time.
There are about 30 vehicles at the site. The city says case managers will work with residents to repair vehicles or transition them to permanent housing or shelters. But Rawls doesn't think he would want to take it.
I've seen their housing, and no, I wouldn't.
Many residents say they're still in shock by the city's decision to close the site, and they're trying to remain hopeful that they'll have somewhere safe to go.